What's going on, everybody? It's Alan from Breaking and Entering, and today we are sitting down with another Milwaukee talent. We've got producer extraordinaire. We got Dead Bass. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for asking.
I'm glad to talk to you. You're another artist that has been long overdue for an interview with Breaking and Entering because you've been putting in work for a long time. Released a bunch of music within the last year. But tell me a little bit, kind of, tell people your backstory a little bit. How did you kind of get started making music?
I basically started in high school, basically in the DJ club. So
Hmm.
I learned how to DJ and stuff. And then this was like 2014 era. So I think like Hotline Bling was like the top song during that time.
Sure.
But like I just felt like the radio was just playing the same amount of stuff. Like if you go to that era, it was a lot of like the doo, 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 like type beats and stuff. And I
Yep.
got sick of it. So I basically just grabbed a computer and started making my own stuff, you know?
Okay. For sure. I'm gonna ask this same question that I ask all the other producers. What was your first DAW that you worked out of? For me, it was what used to be Fruity Loops, now FL Studio.
Okay, okay. My first software, man, I don't even remember what it was, but it was like the old school, like it was like a machine where you could only it was like a looping recording machine, and
Oh
you
yeah,
could
yeah.
basically like yeah, you could put a kick and then it would just loop and then you just add sounds to it. We had like a digital one of those. So like
Okay.
it was like really basic and it was like a plugin basically, but its own software.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like super simple. Like you could only put like four tracks at once. So me and my friend in DJ Club, we just looked up like free beat maker on Google, and
Yeah.
that's what popped up. So we just started making like little four-track beats, and then over time, I got a MacBook, and that had GarageBand. So I
Okay.
started really doing stuff on GarageBand for like probably like a year. But I ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna lie, GarageBand's really limited, so it was like really easy to like learn everything. And then I went to Logic.
Okay. So that's where we're at now. We're working with that, right?
Yeah, been Logic ever since. When I was in college, I learned how to do Pro Tools,
Mm-hmm.
but just the basics really of that.
For sure. Do you record artists in addition to making beats, or just kind of make beats?
Yeah, I record artists. I do it all in one basically. Like while we're making the beat and like have the MIDI and stuff, like I'll actually tell the artist to like rap like on the beat while we're making it, and I'll have their
Mm-hmm.
vocals there, and then I'll mix it all in one.
Okay. So you do
Yeah.
everything kind of live, basically, right?
Yeah, yeah. Instead of like traditionally like somebody makes the beat and then they take the beat and then record on the beat, I kind of
Mm-hmm.
make the artist record while we're making the beat.
For sure. Do you feel like it has like a different energy then, like from the artist when they're, because I mean, that's kind of a challenge for them. Like, you got to get it right, you know?
Yeah. Well, over time I figured that if like the artist is ready, they're ready. So like, it doesn't really like I've brought in people and like they have something written down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's cool. Um, but lately I've been making stuff like I'll bring the artist in and I'll just start boom, put a clap. We're not even thinking. We're just like, all right, let's put a clap. All right, let's put a
Mm-hmm.
kick. All right, start freestyling. Ooh, that sounded dope. Start with that verse.
Okay.
And then so
So
it's just all like,
yeah, it builds on its own, like on your own momentum kind of thing.
yeah, yep.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's talk about some of the music that you put out. You put out a bunch of singles and an EP last year.
Oh yeah.
What I mean, has it always been the goal for you right now to just do a bunch of singles, EPs, and things like that? Are you looking towards a bigger project? Like, what kind of, I guess, what kind of mind state were you in for putting these things out?
So when I drop stuff, I kind of just like I'll make something and I don't have a plan for it at all. Like when I make stuff, I don't know what it's gonna look like. I
Mm-hmm.
kind of start with a blank piece of paper. So like I'll start with a blank piece of paper and then make something. And then at the end of the finished product, I'll decide if I want to drop it or not.
Okay.
So, and then like if it's something that I feel like I want to put on a project, then I'll kind of save it. But
Hmm.
lately, like I've been really busy with like my kids and my wife. Um, because I got a 3 month old and then a 2 year old. So I'm like really
Oh
busy.
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
super hard to record like
Hmm.
in general. So what I try to do is when I can record, I like it's gotten to the point, man, where every time I record, I'm pumping out at least one song. Like every
Yeah,
session, at least a song comes out because I know I'm not gonna be able to like record again because I'm so busy.
right.
So um my the way I do things now is I'll make something, I'll analyze what I just made. I'll be like, okay, is this something I want to drop? Is this something I want to put on a project? Is this something I want to keep for myself? And
Hmm.
then I'll decide what to do with it. But lately, yeah, I just been putting stuff together and then just dropping it because I want to
Yeah,
keep my fans engaged, you know. So at least I got to give them something every now and then.
for sure. It's like the pressure cooker situation again too of like, all right, we got to do something. Like like time's money here. Like you gotta
Yeah.
you aren't one of those people that I've been in studio sessions where people sit down for hours and hours and hours and nothing gets thrown together. You're
Oh
not that
man.
person. I can tell.
Oh man. I've been doing it for a while.
Yeah. Are there artists in the city? I mean, who are you working with that you're really excited to work with?
Oh man. Me and my homie Story. Uh, my homie Story. He, me and him. Every time we link, we get a song done. Every
Hmm.
time we are in the studio, there's at least one song done. And lately, he's been really cool. He's been actually hosting events and throwing shows. So because of him, I was able to actually have my first and second show this year, which is pretty
Nice.
cool. Um, but yeah, since I'm so busy, it's hard to collab with people. But Story is definitely one of the people where I can just call. Like I'll call. I like calling people. I don't really text people, so I can just call him and just be like, "Yo, what's up, bro? You free tomorrow?" And then he'll be like, "Let me see." And then like we'll just get stuff going. We know we're gonna work real hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you have somebody that can match your energy like that too, that's amazing because then you're like, all right, we're ready to link up and, business is getting done. That's great.
Yeah.
Are there artists? Is there anybody that you listen to like in Milwaukee that you're like, I would love to do, a song with somebody or a project or somebody like that?
Ooh, I think it'd be pretty cool if I could like collab with Ishdar. I've been listening
Okay.
to him for a minute, and I remember when I was back in high school and stuff. I remember hearing his name as like one of
Mm-hmm.
the first like Milwaukee people to really like do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'd be pretty cool to make music with him. I feel like me and him have this a similar vibe, and we can get something crazy going.
For sure. With that being said, what is kind of on the horizon for you? I know you're kind of a run and gun guy when it comes to producing. It sounds like, but is there a goal for the next year? Like anything? Are we looking at projects? Are we looking at just kind of keeping on?
Well, this year I definitely had plans of making a project with one of my homies, Wavy D. He's from
Mm-hmm.
Philadelphia. We've been making music for a minute. Um, in talks of projects, I have to do one with him because we've been talking about it for a minute. So if I do drop a project this year, I think it's gonna be with him. But my plan this year is to get my name a little more out there since I started performing as well. So I
Mm-hmm.
noticed after performing, I got a lot more eyes on me, because people actually see who I am and stuff.
Right.
So by that happening, I'm just gonna start dropping like singles, maybe at least once a month. But I don't like to put myself on a schedule because then I don't like to rush myself and stuff. But
Right.
definitely in 2026, I'm gonna be dropping singles. Like I got my new single coming out on the first. Boom, right there.
Okay.
That's gonna drop on the first. Brand new song. Um, and that's just how I'm gonna start it off. Just start it off with a new song and see what happens. We never know.
Right. Nice. Love that. And yeah, I will say, when once we started doing shows, more people knew about breaking and entering just in general because they saw us
Oh,
literally
heck
out
yeah.
and about. Yeah. So there's so much value in that. So, but for the people that haven't seen you out and about yet in person, where's the best place to go and connect with you, find you, and follow you?
Man, you go to your music app, whatever music app you got, and you just type in dead bass with the S's as $2 signs. Because you can find me on Apple, YouTube, Spotify, Deezer, everywhere. I'm everywhere.
Love it. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with us and do this. I appreciate it, and glad we can make time for it. And don't forget, guys, if you want to check out more of Dead Bass as well as the rest of the Milwaukee music scene, you can do that every day over at Breaking and Entering by checking out breakingandentering.net and following us on all of our social media as well. Thanks so much for doing this, man.
Hell yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.